Very good game, very good game, solid game.
Why Bungie doesn't give a shit about PvP? Bungie doesn't give a shit about PvP because they're not making much money out of it. That's it. That's plain and simple. You can click the video away, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. If you want to know the more complex reason why Bungie does not really care about PvP that much, it's because most of its player base is in PvE. That's it. They are keeping PvP player around to by giving them the bare minimum, by giving them some sort of a promise. They're promising, oh yeah, it's going to change, guys. Don't worry, we're going to focus on PvP. The season focused on PvP. We are going to make trials come back. It's gonna be not half-baked. Every promise we've had have been a lie. It's time to open your eyes, like everyone. Yeah, and I think that's what everybody's doing right now. Everyone needs to open their eyes and seeing that Bungie doesn't give a shit about PvP. Emote 3 picking. I'm seeing a tweet from it wasn't from ZK, it was from Cool Guy saying, oh, I hope something is done about 3 picking. No. Nothing is going to be made about 3 picking, guys. Like, nothing is going to be made. If something would have been made, it would have been done by now. That's what people are quitting, because they realize they don't give a shit. People are quitting the game. Kemikeg barely plays Destiny 2 anymore. Hush is gone. Drewski was playing Call of Duty yesterday. Dato is being fed up with the game for a while. Frostbolt was playing Call of Duty also in his stream. Like, they just don't give a shit. Sweatsicle is playing Pokemon cards. Like, I know he's not a PvP guy, but it's just to make you feel like what's happening with Destiny 2 right now. But PvE people are not happy, but PvP player are even worse. At least PvE player have great stuff that happening. Like, there's great stuff in PvE. There's raids. Like, oh my god, the raids are so fucking awesome in Destiny. There is no experience like Destiny 2 raids. Not that I know of. If you guys know, let me know. But I've never seen something similar. But in PvP, they have everything to make the PvP a great place. Like, and I'm not even talking about reward, because everybody's complaining that there's nothing to chase in Destiny 2 reward, and I know it's a Ludo shooter, but when you play chess, you don't play to get a reward. When you play volleyball, you don't play to get a reward. When you play football with your friend, you don't play to get a reward. Like get over the thing that there's no reward. The problem, in my opinion, is not that there's no reward. Like, I'm playing tons of Crucible, Control, or even Rumble. There's no reward, and I don't give a shit. I still love it. The real problem is that there isn't a much emphasis done to balance the game. Coming back to the subject of 3 picking, everyone would agree that 3 picking is a pain in the ass in PvP. It doesn't add anything. It's just annoying. It slows games down. It makes people who use 3 picking have a huge advantage, because they can see you before you can see them. Like, if you're picking a lane, they can 3 pick behind a wall and they see you. They know where you are. They can tell your teammate, and so then the only answer that you have to that is just being a god and hitting all your shots, or 3-picking yourself. But what happened when everybody's 3-picking and everybody's waiting for someone to do something? Nothing happens, and the game is fucking boring. But that problem has been there from D1. So in your opinion, why is Bungie not doing anything about it? There's a simple answer. The simple answer why Bungie is not doing anything about PvP, about 3-picking, is because they make money with 3-picking. They make money with emote 3-picking. They make money with emote. An emote costs around $10. Around $10 for an emote. I'm pretty sure it's even more. Like, let me double check on that. We can see that if I want to buy an emote, it costs 1,000 silver. So that's $10. That's 10 euros. That's about $10, I guess. So but people pay those $10. Like, people pay those $10 to get an emote. Why would they pay for emote if they cannot use it in the game? Like that's like most of the people who are abusing tree picking are try harder, right? But the reason why there's tree picking, we need to know why there's tree picking in the first place. There's tree picking because people like to have, like, sometimes I do it, people like to have fun when they kill someone or when they see someone in the game, to taunt them or to play a game or whatever. They emote like, I killed you, okay, I do the you know, when you slam the tomb, the graveyard tomb down the floor, you know, I kill you, I do that. I'm not doing this to have an advantage in picking a lane that you're picking. I'm doing this to have fun with you and to taunt you and to bully you a little bit and being a little cheeky. But my goal is not to have an advantage over you in a fight. But people see that and they're like, okay, I'm gonna do that. But why would, like, the portion of people through picking is so small. Like when you go to a Rumble game, or when you go to a Crucible control game, very few people 3-pick. When do you see those 3-pick people? You can see it in high tier level player in Destiny 2 that really want to win, but there's so few people. Like, Bungie doesn't give a shit about those few people, because if the few people who don't like 3-picking leave, guess what? There is a lot more people that don't care about 3-picking who are still in the game. Many people don't give a shit about the problem of 3-picking. Another problem is that a casual makes Bungie as much money as a tryhard fan. Let's take me for example. I'm a tryhard fan. I paid 40 euros plus 10 euros for the season, so I paid 50 euros in total for the package for this Beyond Light expansion and for the season, right? My friend Leonard, he doesn't give a shit about, like, he's not a try-hard player, but he paid the same amount of money. He paid 40 euros for the Beyond Light expansion, and he paid 10 euros for the season pass. He didn't even max out his season pass. He played the game super casually, and he had some fun in PvP, and he does his strikes, and he does his gambit, and he does some nightfall, and he has some loot, and he's having fun, and when he's bored, he's just going on doing other things. There is far more people like Leonard than there is people like me, super try-hard fan. Very few people are like me, but most of the player base and most of the people that makes Bungie money are the try-hard fans. And that's what the game is catered to. The game is catered to super try-hard fans. Super casual fans. Like, that's what the game is catered to. That's why, you know, everything is going to be a disappointment, because if you main Destiny 2 and it's your main game and the only thing you want to do is just be good at Destiny 2, you're just going to be disappointed. Sir D talked about it. Sir D said, I have stopped taking D2 seriously, and everyone has been trying to take D2 seriously on a competitive level is coming out with the same result, that it's going nowhere. It's going nowhere. The balance adjustment are not. Why is Arbalest in the game? Like, if you're on console and you guys have been playing Arbalest player, like, it's so fucking strong. If you're facing 3 Arbalests, you're gonna lose. You are going to lose. That's what's gonna happen, because it's almost impossible to miss your headshot with that thing. The charge time is very small and you have a wide field of view. They did nerf Arbalest, so they know that weapon, they know it's good, they've tested it. They nerfed Arbalest in PvE before Beyond Light release. They did nothing to PvP. That weapon has nothing to do in the general sandbox as a special weapon. That weapon belongs to heavy. It's a heavy weapon. It has nothing to do in the special weapon system. Like, it has nothing to do. There are no other linear fusion rifle that are special. There's a lot of sniper rifle that are special and some that are heavy. There's a lot of shotgun that are special and some that are heavy. There's a lot of to compare the special and not special, the special and heavy weapon. But there's no other linear fusion rifle besides Arbalest. It has nothing to do in the game. So why is it in the game? What is the reason why Arbalest is still in the game at the moment? And the reason is very simple. The reason is that Jimmy No Thumb can go into any game of PvP or even to trials, and he can compete. He can compete because he doesn't have to have a very good aim. He just has to aim in the general direction of the player, and he's just gonna get a headshot. That's what's gonna happen. If I'm going to trials with my friend Jimmy No Thumb, I'm gonna tell him, put on an Arbalest, put on a Bastion. He has a lot more chance to win a game if he's using those two weapons. So those weapons are very broken. Bungie knows they are broken. Okay, Bungie is not dumb. Like why Stasis is broken, that's another topic. Stasis is broken because it's pay to win. Basically, if you don't buy the DLC, you don't have Stasis. If you don't have Stasis, you have a higher chance to lose. If you don't want to lose, you need to pay for the DLC. Hence, the Crucible is pay to win. Like that's really the thing that's happening. It's not even for debate. Like that's what's happening. That's what was in Forsaken. In Forsaken, Destiny 2, when they released Blade Barrage, Spectral Blade, Nova Warp, all those subclasses were super broken. They knew it. They know that it's impossible to beat them, and that if you want to compete, you need to buy the DLC. So you know they made them broken. Same for Stasis. In a few months, maybe a year, Stasis will be nerfed and will be average, probably very bad. Who knows? But for now, it's super strong because you know if you want to compete, you need to buy the DLC. But what was my point? I forgot what I wanted to say. Fuck. What was? Okay, yeah, I was talking about why stuff are broken and why Bastion and Arbalest are broken weapons and why it's so easy to use and Stasis is so easy to use, and that's because lesser skilled players. In a casual perspective, like if you play a game that's catered to casual audience, what I mean by casual is people who are not super invested into the game, who just want to play sometimes for having fun. If they go into the game and like let's say I'm using a sniper and a hand cannon, right? I'm facing another player that's new to the game, is using a sniper and a hand cannon. He's gonna get shit on. I'm not gonna let him touch me. I'm gonna be very evasive with my movement. I'm gonna aim much better than him, and he's probably gonna be overwhelmed, not know what to do. Now let's make this player use Arbalest. I have a high chance of being the one losing because he's probably never gonna miss a shot, and if I'm not a god and I don't get my shots every time perfect with my sniper, I'm going to lose. So that's what's gonna happen. And if Bungie wants balance, then the casual will get shit on. Like if you do balance the game, if you do make it so that the hardest weapon to use or the most skilled weapon to use. I mean, if the most powerful way to play is the most skilled way to play, people who are not using the most skilled way to play are going to lose. And Bungie doesn't want that because it ruins the feeling of winning. Hence, coming back to the dopamine problem at the beginning of the video. But yeah, that's my point of D2 and PvP and what's going on, and everybody's disappointed because it's not a competitive game. It's a casual game. It's just broken. Many stuffs are broken, and that's how it's going to be forever. And that's what people need to understand right now. The game is never going to be balanced. The game is never going to be catered towards hardcore, high-skilled player who want to get better, want to improve, because you're gonna always die to some bullshit. Some asshole is gonna rush you with a shotgun and you're just going to lose. Some guy is gonna come with a glacianade and you're going to lose. You know, some guy is gonna take you out when you're not looking up with the Jotun and you're going to lose. Some guy is going to use Arbalest and you're going to lose. And if you don't want to use those weapons, which have a very low skill floor, then you're just doomed to failure and to disappointment. So yeah, that's once you understand that, I think you're more at peace with the game and more happy with yourself. But the problem now, since you're investing so much time and effort into a game that doesn't reward you for the time you're investing into, is why would you invest so much time in the first place? Like if everybody has a different goal when they play video games. Some people, they just want to have fun, and you know, that's alright, and play some 30 minutes here. Me, when I do something, I want to master it to the fullest, and I want to be the best I can be. When I played Dark Souls 3 PvP, I was obsessed with it. I was researching all the weapons, all the different builds, which way to how do you synergize certain rings with certain element, like which stat should you boost, and how is it rendering the damage with your weapon. And I was watching videos about it every time, because honestly, there is a higher skill gap in Dark Souls 3 than there is in Destiny 2. Honestly, there is no way in hell a noob in Dark Souls 3 is going to beat me. There's no way. Like on a 1v1 scenario, even a 2v1 scenario, two noobs will never beat me. But in Destiny 2, any asshole with an Arbalest can take me out. That's the truth. That's the sad truth about it, is that any stupid fuck with an arbalest can take me out, and there's nothing I can do about it. And I just got unlucky, and that's something that Kamikek realized like 2 years ago, and I'm just starting to realize today, because I think I'm getting to the skill level that he was talking about. Not saying I'm as good as Kamikek, of course I'm not, but to the point where my skill is as high as the skilling floor allows me to be. There isn't much room
Okay,
to
we
improvement
wanted
in a
to
place
end.
where there is shadow dive, and someone can freeze you almost on demand. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna call this video, but thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I hope this little chat was informative to you, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye bye, big bisous.